All right, everybody, welcome back. We are diving deep into crypto today,
Yes, we are.
specifically something called alt season.
That's right.
And we have some pretty interesting uh, sources for this deep dive.
We do.
Basically, we're going to be looking at what is going on with Bitcoin
Yeah.
and how that is affecting the rest of the cryptocurrency market
Big time.
with
Yeah.
altcoins and all that fun stuff. So
Absolutely.
I guess to start off, can you kind of just give us like a quick rundown of what we're looking at here?
Yeah. So basically, what we're seeing right now is Bitcoin's dominance is slipping.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It's down to 56.1%,
Yeah.
which is a 2-year low.
Wow.
And this is kind of a big deal because it means that altcoins are starting to gain some traction.
Altcoin. So basically any crypto that's not Bitcoin.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
And this is what people are calling alt season.
Alt season.
Yeah, when altcoins start to outperform Bitcoin.
Gotcha. Okay, so I guess before we get too far, can you just kind of explain what dominance means?
Yeah, so dominance just refers to the percentage of the total cryptocurrency market capitalization that Bitcoin occupies.
Okay.
So like right now, Bitcoin's dominance is 56.1%. That means that Bitcoin makes up 56.1% of the entire crypto market.
Gotcha. So if Bitcoin is going down, does that mean the entire market is going down?
No, not necessarily. It just means that other cryptocurrencies are starting to take up a larger share of the market.
Interesting. Okay, and so this alt season thing, is that like a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, it depends on who you ask.
Okay.
Some people see it as a sign that the crypto market is maturing
Mm-hmm.
and that Bitcoin is no longer the only game in town.
Right.
Other people see it as a bubble that's about to burst.
Oh, okay. So how do we know?
Yeah, it's hard to say for sure. But one thing that's for sure is that alt season is making things a lot more interesting in the crypto world.
Yeah, I can imagine. So one of the things that we're seeing in the source material is that there are these Ether ETFs.
Right.
And there's
Yeah.
like a ton of money flowing into
Yeah,
them.
my record.
Yeah, can you, first of all, remind me what an ETF is?
Yeah, so an ETF is an exchange-traded fund.
Okay.
And it's basically a basket of assets that's traded on an exchange.
Okay.
So in this case, we're talking about Ether ETFs.
Okay.
This means that the ETF is holding Ether.
Gotcha. Okay. And why is everyone so excited about these Ether ETFs?
Well, for one thing, they make it a lot easier for people to invest in Ether.
Okay. How so?
Well, because you can just buy shares of the ETF on a stock exchange
Oh, right.
instead of having to go through the hassle of setting up a crypto wallet and buying Ether directly.
Gotcha. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like opening the door for more traditional investors.
Yeah, exactly. And we're seeing a lot of institutional investors getting into the Ether ETF game.
Like who?
Well, BlackRock, for example.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're the world's largest asset manager.
That's huge.
Yeah, and they're putting a lot of money into Ether ETFs.
Oh, wow. So what does that mean for like the average investor?
Well, it could mean that the price of Ether is going to go up
Okay.
because there's more demand for it.
Right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So one more thing that I wanted to talk about was this whole BlackRock getting into DeFi.
Right.
Can you kind of explain what DeFi is and why this is such a big deal?
Yeah, so DeFi stands for decentralized finance.
Okay.
And it's basically a way to use blockchain technology to create financial products and services that don't rely on traditional financial institutions.
Like banks.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, for example, you could use DeFi to get a loan without going through a bank.
Interesting. Okay. And so how is BlackRock getting involved in this?
Well, they're integrating their USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund, or BUIDL, into the DeFi ecosystem.
DUIDL.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're doing this through platforms like Elixir and Curve,
Okay.
which are two of the biggest players in the DeFi space.
Gotcha. Okay. So what does this mean for like the future of finance?
Well, it's hard to say for sure,
Yeah.
but it's definitely a sign that the traditional financial world is starting to take DeFi seriously.
That's really interesting. Okay. So basically what we're seeing here is that Bitcoin's dominance is slipping, which is leading to alt season.
Right.
And we're seeing a lot of institutional investors getting into crypto through Ether ETFs.
Yeah,
And BlackRock is even getting involved in DeFi.
exactly.
So it seems like the crypto world is really starting to heat up.
Yeah, it definitely is, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens next.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thanks for breaking all that down for us.
No problem.
That was really helpful.
Glad I could help.
And for our listeners out there, what do you think is like the one thing that they should take away from all of this?
I think the biggest takeaway is that the crypto world is changing rapidly,
Yeah,
and it's important to stay informed and do your research before making any investment decisions.
for sure. Excellent advice. Well, thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you all next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.